Welcome back to Sawtooth Tactical. Another fairly quick video today because still been trying to catch up from being out of town. But I do have kind of a good one for you guys because I've had to learn some lessons the hard way. And so if I can help anyone not have to learn those lessons the hard way, well then I'm doing what I should be doing on this channel. So I am sending off this, my Springfield Prodigy, currently my favorite pistol, to get some custom work done by Skip's Guns. I'm going to be sending that tomorrow, and I'm going to let you know how I'm doing that because I've done it the wrong way in the past and I paid dearly for it. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll tell you what the right way is. So like I said, I am sending off this 4 1/4 inch Springfield Prodigy to get the Atlas medium flat trigger installed, EGW kit, recoil reduction, getting some stuff done to make what is already a very, very good pistol even better. And I know a lot of people talk about like, well, why would you spend the money on a Prodigy and then put all this money into it to make it good when you could just get a Staccato? And I get that, but it would cost a lot more to buy a Staccato and then do all that work to it than to buy a Prodigy and do all that work to it. And I didn't have to pay for it all at once. I was able to get the Prodigy, run 1,000 rounds through it, have a great time with this gun, know how it feels in stock form before putting upgrades into it. And so I think I'll appreciate those upgrades that much more once I get them done. And I didn't have to pay for that whole thing at the very beginning. I'm paying for the upgrades now. So that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And because if you know me and my channel and my firearms, I just can't leave well enough alone. Even though this thing has been perfectly reliable. I did a 1,000 round review. The thing has ran great. I've documented pretty much every round that's been put through this gun. If it can be even better, I might as well make it even better. As you guys also know, I generally do all my own gunsmithing. I've built ARs, I've built Glocks, I've fixed guns that had issues, and it's all worked out for me just fine. So why am I having someone else do the work on this? Well, because I don't really have a whole lot of experience working on internals on 1911s, 2011s. They take an extra bit of fitting that you don't have to deal with Glocks and ARs and things. And on a pistol that I love as much as I love this one, I would like to have it done right the first time. So now that we've got that out of the way, you understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is why I'm going to be mailing it to them the way I'm going to be doing that. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you might remember when I sent off the slide for my MP 2.0 to get milled for a red dot. Well, the United States Postal Service lost my slide. And even though I paid for the insurance on it, they didn't want to pay out the insurance claim, even though they fully admitted that they lost what was in my package. And I had to fight with them for months. Finally, the postmaster local to me cut me a check for the slide. I bought a new slide, mailed it off, got it milled, Cerakoted, it came back, and it's been great ever since. But I did learn a big lesson there. And that lesson was not to trust the United States Postal Service with my firearms. So even though it's going to cost me a little bit more to do it the way I'm going to do it, I believe it is well worth it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my FFL send it to Skip's FFL. Because that really is the proper way to do it. It might be legal technically to send firearms other ways, but that is the right way to do it. And they are pros in what they do. I trust my local FFL, Guffey's Gun and Pawn, very well. I know all the guys that work there very well. Almost all my firearms have come from there. Actually, they all have in one way or another, because even if they just were transferred through there. Guffey's, I trust those guys. I like them. And I know that they'll do it right because it's what they do. Part of the reason I think that I lost my slide in the Postal Service is because I didn't package it up correctly. I thought it was perfectly fine in one of those thick padded envelopes. And apparently it was not. A forklift ran over the envelope, the slide disappeared. So I packaged it up differently when I sent it back. But again, my local FFL, Guffey's Gun and Pawn, knows what they're doing. They send and receive firearms all the time. So what they told me is just take off the optic, take off the light, leave one empty magazine in it, and bring it to them in the original box that it came in. So that's what we're going to do right now. Let's take a look at it. We're going to remove that stuff, put it back in its original form, and box it up and send it off. So here we go. This is the original box that this Prodigy came in. It also came in this bag inside the box. I'm really just going to send it exactly the way I originally got it. Not with this 20 round mag, but with this 17 round mag that came with the gun. I'm going to take everything off it, do the magic of video editing. So as you can see, I took off the light, I took off the optic, I even took off the optic plate and put the original iron sight plate back on the gun. Gun is empty, clear. It is literally back to its completely stock form. Unloaded my 17 round magazine. This will now go in here. Zip it up. And this is going to go in the box. And it's ready to send off. I am looking forward to getting this thing back and seeing how good it really can be. And that's pretty much it. I know this is a short video, but I just wanted to mention, if you are going to do something like send a firearm, especially one that you really like, it might be worth paying a little bit more to get it done right. And so that's what I'm doing this time. Tried to save $1 back in the day sending that slide. Ended up costing me money and a lot of time and stress and frustration. So I'd like to avoid that this time. We're dropping this gun off at Guffey's tomorrow. When it comes back with the new parts installed, we will do a range video, show you guys what a difference it makes. The current trigger pulls at 3.8 to 4 pounds. I'm going to have the new Atlas trigger with the EGW kit in it, tuned to 3 pounds. And so that should make quite a big difference. We'll see. I can't wait to show you guys. From Sawtooth Tactical, stay strapped or get clapped.